Hey guys, what's up? Thanks so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing this look here using some newer products, new favorites, and just products that I haven't even tested out yet. So I thought it'd be fun to sit down and do it on camera. This has just been my go-to look for the summer. Not necessarily like these exact colors, but just this style of makeup, a really lightweight, comfortable foundation, like really glossy, dewy skin with just a simple wash of color across the eyes. I was wearing something pretty similar in my MAC bronze review video. It was a different color on the eyes, but still just a very simple, minimal type of style. You know, we say minimal, but then it takes multiple steps, but a fresh-faced type of makeup look. It's just been what I've been gravitating towards. Not only is it easy, but I just love the finished look. It makes me feel put together, but still without looking like I put too much time into it. Obviously in the video, it takes a little bit more time because I'm talking, but whenever I'm just sitting here doing it, I can get it done in under 15 minutes. I mean, probably closer to 10 minutes because I'm just slapping it on, watching Real Housewives. If you've been looking just for a really easy summer routine, this would be it for you. It's been lasting great even through the crazy hot and humid weather here in Houston, Texas. If you live somewhere even cooler than myself, then it will last even longer on your face. Lucky you. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it instead of me talking on and on and on. I didn't have a new primer to test out today, but if you are curious for my primer, I just went in with the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. I never tried the like classic balm version, but I have to say I really do like this. I don't notice any sort of pilling, but I really only use it right here across my forehead where I have larger pores and then on the sides of my nose. And then the subtle, it's actually not even that glowy anymore, but I've been double dipping into the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum. I've really been impressed with this so far. I can't say like how much it's done for my actual complexion yet because I don't think I've been using it enough, but I like to apply it before my sunscreen. I apply my sunscreen and then right before makeup, I apply it again, and it just adds like an additional hydrating layer onto my face. I just really like the overall consistency of it. This isn't a new product on the market, but it's a new shade for me. This is a product that I ordered from Sephora semi-recently. I've been using it for about 2 weeks now, and I love it just as much as I loved my original shade. I think the first one I had was shade 2, Fair Light. I still like to use that one just like on the bridge of my nose and the high points of my cheeks, but I knew I wanted a deeper shade just for these warmer months, like if a foundation is a little bit too light or if I'm just wanting to add a little bit more glow onto my face, which is always, I like to go in with this. So don't be scared by the pigmentation. Honestly, it just kind of blends right in to your skin, and as you can see, your hair. I have been so impressed by this. It's the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40, and it has niacinamide, I always ruin that word, squalane, and hyaluronic acid. I love hyaluronic acid, basically anything that's going to be hydrating on my skin, and I do love the additional SPF in here. So I picked mine up in the shade ST11 Materia, I'm not quite sure. I will say though, if you are looking for a serum foundation, I know the Kosas line had a better range, but ads for this one kept popping up, so I just felt like it was meant to be, so I went with this, but I still really am curious about the Kosas one. So you can just go in with a dropper and obviously apply it straight onto your face, or you could go onto the back of your hand. One combination I wanted to mention though, maybe I'll do this like a quick demo in my favorites video. This still has great coverage. It's not going to be super full coverage, but if you are wanting to add that additional coverage just for like extra glam factor, if you mix this and the Danessa Myricks Vision Cream Cover Foundation together, these are my two newest foundations, holy cow, that mixture is so beautiful. Today though, I'm just going in with the Ilia one, so I'm just gonna do like one full drop onto the back of my hand. As you can see, it is super runny. So I just like to go in with the ColourPop F15. You guys know I'm typically, or if you've been here for a while, you know I typically stick with sponges. For this foundation, I've really been liking a brush. Typically when something's so runny like this, it's best just to use my fingers. It does work great with my fingers too, but I just find since I have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter underneath, whenever I use a brush, I just get a better application. So I like to start off by really pressing it in first, and then I'll begin buffing it in. The overall finish that you get from this is so beautiful. I was wearing this in the MAC bronze review video that I did, and I got several questions asking what was on my skin. It's just that glassy finish that it gives your skin. It is so beautiful without being greasy. Now, if you are really oily, I honestly don't know how you would feel about this. I mean, you could still wear it, but you'd probably want to go in and set it with a powder foundation. But if you are normal to dry, This is such an ideal formula. Whenever I first talked about it on stories mentioning that this is the foundation that I was wearing, I did get several DMs asking if I thought it was a dupe for the Ordinary Serum Foundation. Unfortunately, I don't have that one in my collection anymore. I did use one bottle up, I think, to its entirety, and then the other one just kind of got old. The nice thing about the Ordinary foundation is I think it's like $6 or $6.50. It's super, super affordable. It is still a very nice foundation, but this one gives more coverage, and the Ordinary does not give your skin this much dewiness. I don't think I have any other foundation in my collection that allows your skin to look this glowy and dewy. I just think it is so, so beautiful. Okay, moving on to concealer. This is a new concealer for me. It's been out for a while, but I have not tried it until just like this last week, but it's still new on camera. I've actually really been liking it. It's the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer, creaseless, soft matte, hyaluronic acid. It has a large doe foot applicator. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit right here. Honestly, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it with soft matte being in the name, just because I already have drier under eyes. Now, I will say I've only been using it with this Ilia foundation, and since this foundation is so hydrating, it just seems to work. I'll have to report back whenever I use it with just a regular foundation that isn't quite as moisturizing, but with the Ilia foundation, it works great. This is a newer bronzer for me. I think it's been out for maybe like a month or so now. I'm not quite sure. This is the Kokie matte bronzer, and I just have mine in the shade Stay Golden. I need to double check because they sent me 4 of these and I thought they were all different shades, but then when I opened them, they all looked identical and they all said Stay Golden. So I'll have to check on their site and see how many other shades they have available, but it's just this really pretty, soft, orangey bronzer. I know not everybody is a fan of this tone of bronzer. I really like orangey and red bronzers. I just like the way that they look on my skin tone. See how pretty that looks on top of the foundation? Like nothing latches on and catches weird. I'm able to go in and really blend it out. I just went in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm just going to do my smile lines and my under eyes. Everywhere else, that was attractive, I'm just going to leave as is. Okay, let's move on to some other new products. This came in the Jouer, what was it called? Champagne. What was it? I think Champagne and Macarons collection. They had a couple of glosses. There was 2 sheer pigmented glosses. I wanted a different lip color for today, so I'm gonna skip on those, but I do wanna try this. This is the Essential Lip Enhancer Shine Balm in Champagne Kiss. Looks really pretty, and it just smells like vanilla. So let's just apply some of this to moisturize my crusty lips. My bottom lip is real crusty. Yeah, that feels nice. I mean, the color is just sheer with some glitter, but actually it does kind of mute your lips even more. I don't know if my lips really need that because they're already very naturally unpigmented. But this is a product that I was really excited to test out from them. They launched 2 different blush palettes. So there's one that's a little bit more vibrant. That's the Cheeky Crush palette. And then if you are just looking for like softer shades, we have the Sweet Cheeks palette. So both of them have a bronzer and a highlighter on the ends, and then 2 blushes in the center. I think we'll go ahead, dang it, I should have used this bronzer, huh? But I really wanted to share that Kokie one because it's such a great affordable bronzer. Okay, maybe what we'll do is go in with Suntan right here. This one is in the Sweet Cheeks palette, and I think I'm just gonna brush some of that through my crease. I'm just gonna do a really soft eyeshadow look today, but I do still want some sort of nice crease color, so let's just add a touch of this through the crease. It is a very light bronzer. I think just like the neonness of my tank top is like bouncing up and making my face look very orange on camera. Just to give you guys an idea of what the bronzer looks like in the deeper palette, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Sun Gaze. And this one definitely looks like richer and more red toned. Ooh, but it's pretty. And let's just add a tiny bit of that lower down in the crease. I think I'm actually gonna take a mixture of both Charm Me and Romance Me. Both of them are like soft peachy corals. And let's just do a tiny bit of that onto the cheeks. And then for highlighter, I'm actually gonna go into the new Nars Orgasm X blush palette. In the middle is just the original Orgasm blush, and then Orgasm X is just like a pumped up version of it. Isn't it pretty? But I do wanna dig into this highlighter because this just looks stunning. Isn't that so pretty? It's not like too yellow gold, but before we do that, we're just gonna go in with another quick spritz of the Catrice. Ooh, I may have doused my chin a little bit, that's okay. I'm so excited, it looks so pretty. Let's just take a little bit of this and lightly diffuse it onto the cheeks. If you have never tried Nars highlighters before, I really like that they're natural in the way where if you're just standing in front of me, it's not like, whoa, a ton of highlighter. But whenever you shift your face and it just hits the light just right, that's when you really see it. It's never chunky and glittery. It's just the most beautiful, light-catching, diffused powder. Oh, they're so pretty. And I'm just taking, I mean, the lightest little dusting of it. It's almost like a glazed powder. It's like you can still see your skin through, but you still get this amazing glow. Oh, I knew I was gonna like it because I love Nars highlighters as is, but this color just looked incredible in there. Let's take a little bit of it too, just right onto the inner corners because I can never resist. I have to highlight there. Now, Nars did send over two quads and then one mini palette. This is all from the Orgasm X line. Here's the first one. This has more of like your very soft, muted shades. Very pretty, but shades that I feel like I've seen before. Now, the next quad, I've seen these shades before too, but they just look way more fun. Just really pretty kind of mauvey berry tones. And then for the mini palette, you get 6 shades. These mini palettes, I think this is either like the second or third one that Nars has done. These are always so cute and perfect for traveling. I want to swatch these 2 shimmer shades. Oh, look at those. Especially this like pinky penny one. But the shade that caught my eye right away was this beautiful rose gold in the X quad. But you know what? Now that I look at these up close side by side, I think they're the same shade. For my eyes, I'm just gonna do that bronzer in the crease, and then I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of this on my finger and just use, oh, that's more pigmented than I thought. I thought it would be more of like a sheer base with all the glitter, but wow, this is so beautiful. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I'm not gonna do any other crease color. I'm just gonna use my finger to lightly pull the shade up. I've just been really into super quick and easy eye looks lately that just go with like really bronzy, summery skin. So that's really all the blending that I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go in with an additional brush or anything. I did go ahead and apply some falsies as well. I feel like that's definitely key with these looks that I've been doing. Just simple eyes just adds a little bit more. The style is from, ew, I have like dry skin on my lips. Kiss Easy Lash brand. You can buy them in these single packs. I always get mine in the multi-packs for under 10 bucks at Walmart. These are style number 11, just kind of like a traditional demi-wispy where they flutter out a little bit heavier on the outer ends. I feel like that's the style that flatters my eye shape the best, and they're really comfortable. It has the invisible band. Okay, the very final step is lips. I just received these recently from Kokie Cosmetics. I personally really love this brand. I have found a ton of products within the line that I love. I haven't even swatched these yet, but they're just supposed to be a cream gloss. They sound lovely. I do think I want to go in with more of kind of a nude shade. I am between, ooh, there's one called Pillow Talk. It instantly makes me think of Charlotte Tilbury, so I think I'm gonna go with, do you guys say Tilbury or Tilbury? I hear both. I kind of go in between both too. I'm not sure what the proper pronunciation is. I'll have to double check on that. But I am gonna go in with the shade Pillow Talk. There isn't really a scent. Looks like a little bit of a thicker gloss, but I'm thinking it's gonna be really opaque. So let's, ooh, yeah, it is. This is pretty. A little bit more pink than what I wanted, but definitely a highly pigmented gloss. It's a little bit more pink than what I want, but for reference, that's what Pillow Talk looks like. So let's go in with Legend. That was gonna be my original pick, but then Pillow Talk just caught my eyes with the name. Okay, I like this more. There's a little bit of like a very light, plummy mauve tone, and those are always my jam. I kind of want to top it with a tiny bit of tease too, because this looks similar to my eyeshadow color. Let's just mix a little bit of this, just kind of more in the center. The consistency reminds me of some of the thicker Nars glosses. They feel really nice without being like sticky. There's not any sort of crazy scent. So if you are very like picky with the fragrance in your makeup, or if you just like unscented, these would be worth checking out. And I really do like, I mean, it's not like a crazy shade range, but I feel like all the shades are very, very wearable. As I mentioned earlier on in the intro, these have just been my go-to type of makeup looks. Just one eyeshadow, some lashes, and just really glossy, dewy skin. I feel like that's key. It just makes me feel like put together, but still easy and kind of like effortless looking. Like I think this would be perfect for a day, not like at the beach swimming, but if you were going on a beach vacation, having drinks by the pool and whatnot. I just feel like this looks put together, but still fresh and pretty without being overdone. I'm taking way too much time in describing this look, but here you have it. This is the look that I've been liking for this time of the year. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would love if you subscribe. That way we can hang out some more in some future videos. I did do a MAC bronze review earlier in the week if you guys want to check that out. And then the $1,000 Sephora fantasy cart video, that one was really fun. If you guys have been getting like the little shopping itch too and you need some ideas, definitely check that one out. But as always, thank you so much for spending part of your day with me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.